Who is Jesus to you?
I don't know. No. Who is Jesus to me? How much time do I have?
It's an elevator pitch.
For who? For you? For me?
For Joe Schmo.
Jesus is an unprecedented historical figure who claimed to be God, who I believe is God, and that changes everything.
Amen. Amen. I love that. All right, second question. What is your elevator pitch for a life with Jesus?
Man, dude, that's a lot. There's a lot to unpack.
If you are literally in an elevator and you have the opportunity.
Okay, let's make this meta. Okay. Here we go. I'm taking issue with the whole content. I'm throwing the game board over in general. To answer that question really depends on the person. It depends on who's in the room. Like, I would do much more listening first. I would ask questions and do listening first before answering that question at all. I mean, this is like let's get really meta. Like, I deal with a lot of baggage of this, of like how much we sometimes talk first before acknowledging the person. I think when I first got into maybe evangelization or Christianity, I was like all about Scott Hahn and Jeff Cavins and apologetics and answering questions no one's asked me yet.
Right.
And I think I would answer those questions by asking questions. Which, hey, I'm in good company. Jesus did that. So I'm Jesus. I'm literally a saint. I'm a perfect person, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on. Next question. What's the next one? Throw the next. Now I'm feeling good. Now I understand how to do this.
Okay. So just because I feel like I didn't quite get an answer there, other than like
exactly
listen
man.
first.
Exactly.
Listen first. I'm totally here for listen first. Once you have done the listening,
yeah.
What is your elevator pitch for a life with Jesus?
I mean, it totally.
Okay, it depends on the person, sure.
Yeah.
Sell it to the listener. Sell it to the viewer right here, right now.
Well, who's lit? Like, what do they want to know? What do they want to know about?
What is
okay,
your?
Then here.
If you could, no. You know what, Edmund? No. If you could come up with one reason that it is important to you to be a Christian.
Oh, to me? Oh, that's a completely different question, Nick. To be a Christian or Jesus? Were we focusing on Jesus here?
Well, we all want to be Jesus if we're Christian, but no, to be a Christian, like to walk with Jesus.
This is exactly why my parents did not like raising me. You know, like this right here is exactly why. Okay, so say it again. Hit me again. Throw it at me.
Gosh.
Come on, give it to me. I'm ready this time. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm alive.
What is your elevator pitch for a life with Jesus? There's still a third question here, bro.
Okay, fine. All those caveats. I believe there's more to life than the physical. That means there must be something else out there. I think Jesus is the most accurate story that makes sense of reality to me. And it's the most compelling and moving adventure I've found to live. And I think living out that way, regardless of whether or not you're listening and you think that's true, it's the most compelling story of the human condition and how one ought to live, answering that question that philosophers can only deal with. How ought we act? It's the most compelling and convicting and resonating with me that I've come across. You know, I've tried reading a book on Scientology. I've done all, Tony Robbins, Oprah, like, let's go, Buddha, give me like big religious figures, literally. And I will read those, but the best I've come across so far has been Jesus. And I would encourage you to look into it. This is the worst. You're the worst, Nick. This is the absolute literal.
No, I think that's a great.
Hey, dude, you got 10 seconds. God. Huh? 10 seconds. Go.
You know, as articulate and eloquent and, just generally well-read, well-spoken on the faith as you are, it was probably, of all the guests I've ever had, the hardest for you to answer those questions.
Good. That shows how brilliant and smart and thoughtful I am, because I reject that question. I reject the temptation. I reject the temptation to answer that question, because I think by answering that question, you're giving away too much of, like, it's just not real. It's not like.
I think that the premise of the Kerygma Speed round, the idea is, if someone's listening or watching that is curious about faith, it's just every guest kind of provides a different perspective on, like, ideas that might intrigue the viewer or listener towards faith.
And I guess my heart just goes out to people that I think first and foremost of people that are not convinced. And those people often, if you just give them an answer to a question that they're not asking, then they're going to reject the answer because it's like, well, that doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
I want to get into a little bit of that with you in the second segment of the show.
Okay.
Because
are we going to a commercial break? Hello, everybody.
We are going to in a moment, but first we need to finish the Kerygma Speed round.
Okay, let's do
Question
it.
number 3.
Yeah.
Now that we've established...
Question number 3. I'm ready for question number 3.
We've established who Jesus is. We've established your elevator pitch for having life with him. Third question is elevator pitch for specifically living life with Jesus as a Catholic. So specifically for being Catholic.
Oh my gosh.
I believe in you.
Nick, say it again. Lay it on me one more time. Say that question one more time.
Okay.
I just take issue with the whole thing. I mean, I know it's fun.
Well, it isn't just fun. People have different ideas or ways of thinking of faith or of the Lord or of the church that
they're all wrong.
They're all wrong? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more confident in the reception these questions got by a bishop of the church when he was on my show. He managed to answer these questions. So
Hey, I'll talk to Bish.
Yeah?
Send him my way. Let's talk. Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk.
Elevator pitch for life specifically as a Catholic.
As opposed to Mormon, atheist?
No, as opposed to
non-denominational?
As opposed to non-denominational or just Christian in general.
Okay, as opposed to our Protestant brothers and sisters.
There are today whatever number of tens of thousands of flavors of Christianity.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you want to live life with Jesus, you have quite the buffet of options. What the frick are you doing with your eyebrows?
I'm engaged. What are you talking? I mean, I'm here. I'm engaged. Okay. They're all the same questions.
The irony behind this is the Kerygma Speed round, and this has now become...
These are all the same questions.
They're not the same question.
Yes, they are. Okay, why specifically Catholic as opposed to any other religion in the world?
Specifically Christian religions, right.
Oh, okay. Why
we're
Catholic
climbing the ladder here. So first Jesus, then Christianity, and now Catholicism.
You know, my kids didn't realize that we were Catholic, and they're like 8. I came home and my kids were like, "Oh gosh, Trump didn't win the second election." I was like, "I did not realize we're raising politically active kids." And they're like, "We're so upset Biden won," and all my kids were so upset. And I was like, "Well, you know, it is. You know, I just was throwing this bomb out there. I don't know. I don't care how people feel about this, but I was just saying, like, it is interesting that Biden is our first a Catholic president we've had in a long time. Whether or not you guys feel about whether or not he's Catholic, whatever, but like the word Catholic's associated with him." And my kids, their reaction to that, as political as they are, my son Dominic said, "What's Catholic?"
So your kids are more Republican than they are Catholic. We should work on that, Edmund.
and dear listeners should know that I've worked in parish ministry their entire lives. Like professionally, I've gotten paid to talk about being Catholic and talking about Jesus. And my kids were like, "What's Catholic?"
So we just need to get your kids to pay you.
Yes. But to that point, though, we just talk about Jesus. Like, it's not like we bring up the Protestant Reformation to our 8-year-old. We're like, all right, so this is Jesus, but also this is the right Jesus that we believe. Your neighbors down the street, I know they say Jesus, but it's a different Jesus, you know, like. So we've just always when I say Christian, for me, I mean Jesus's message. It's the authoritative message of Jesus that's been handed on for generations. So for me, when I say I'm Catholic, I'm saying I'm Christian. It's one and the same for me. I think if you read the early church fathers, and there's so many other people out there that have done great jobs, Scott Hahn and Rome Sweet Home and apologetics, all that stuff. But for me, being Catholic as opposed to other religions, I think, in the words of my ex-girlfriend, it's kind of like I don't have to get rid of any of the things I already believe as a non-denominational or Christian, but I just get more of Jesus if I'm Catholic. And so that's my elevator pitch, right?
Yeah, I love that. So you get more of Jesus if you're Catholic, but I also love what you said about the idea that to you, it just is Christianity.